Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm ready to face Alexius and this shit over here, really. Like, we need to go back. Let's just go back. There he is. I don't know. How could you let all of this happen, really? I'm sure this wasn't even what you wanted.
Look at what you've done, Alexius. All this suffering. And for what?
For my country, for my son. But it means nothing now. I knew you would appear again. Not that it would be now, but I knew I hadn't destroyed you. My final failure.
Was it worth it? Everything you did to the world, to yourself.
It doesn't matter now. All we can do is wait for the end.
The end?
What do you mean? What's ending?
The irony that you should appear now, of all the possibilities. All that I fought for, all that I betrayed, and what have I wrought? Ruin and death, that is nothing else. The Elder One comes for me, for you, for us all.
Oh.
Felix.
Is that...
Felix? Maker's breath, Alexius, what have you done?
He would have died, Dorian. I saved him. Please, don't hurt my son. I'll do anything you ask.
Well, you can give us the amulet, then we will let him go.
Hand over the amulet and we let him go.
Let him go and I swear you get what you want.
I won the world back.
No.
Liliana.
No!
Okay. We have a magister to fight. Let's start. Okay. Where is he? Where is he?
Your death will be... Wait, oh! Victory is...
Oh. Cassandra is quite alright, so we're doing fine. Sure. You create rifts now. And I can't attack you? Maybe I can? No. Probably won't hurt him. Now you're out in North America.
Victory is impossible! The Elder One will destroy us all! Tell me again how you're gonna seal the breach!
I don't know, okay? But I'll definitely try.
We both failed! Accept her! Tell me again how you're gonna seal the breach! It's futile! This world's already lost!
Maybe, but mine isn't. We'll go back and fix it. Oh, I can close the rift. I just forgot about it.
Accept your death as I have.
You're almost dead, so just shut up. Save up your villain monologue.
Accept your death as I have. Victory is impossible.
He wanted to die, didn't he? All those lies he told himself, the justifications. He lost Felix long ago. Didn't even notice. Oh, Alexius.
Actually, that's true. Maybe if we go back... Maybe not we, but maybe you can still help him,
This
Dorian.
Alexius was too far gone. But the Alexius in our time might still be reasoned with.
I suppose that's true. This is the same amulet he used before. I think it's the same one we made in Minrathous. That's a relief. Give me an hour to work out the spell he used, and I should be able to reopen the rift.
An hour? That's impossible! You must go
What?
now!
Uh-oh. Is that a dragon?
You cannot stay here.
Elder One is a dragon?
We'll hold the outer door. When they get past us, it'll be your turn.
You know, I'm going to save you guys anyway, right? When I go back, you're not really sacrificing yourselves.
We'll make this count.
The only way we live is if this day never comes. Cast your spell.
I know.
You have as much time as I have hours. Though darkness closes, I am shielded by flame. Andraste, guide me. Maker, take me to your side.
Dorian!
Move, and we all die!
This is terrible to watch. But we are back.
You'll have to do
Hello.
better than that.
You're done, okay?
You failed, Alexius. How forgiving is your Elder One?
You won. There is no point extending this charade. Felix.
It's going to be all right, Father.
You'll die.
Everyone dies.
I'm sorry, but you really gone too far. You're trying to destroy the world in order to save your son. Like...
Well, I'm glad that's over with. Or not.
Grand Enchanter, imagine how surprised I was to learn you'd given Redcliffe Castle away to a Tevinter Magister.
King Alistair.
Uh-huh.
Especially since I'm fairly sure Redcliffe belongs to Arl Tegan.
Your Majesty, we never intended...
I know what you intended. I wanted to help you. But you've made it impossible. You and your followers are no longer welcome in Ferelden.
But we have hundreds who need protection. Where will we go?
Don't worry, you're going to come with us, but, Alistair! We still need mages.
I should point out that we did come here for mages to close the breach.
And what are the terms of this arrangement?
Hopefully better than what Alexius gave you. The Inquisition is better than that, yes?
I know you are a mage, but consider how these rebels have acted. They must be conscripted, not coddled.
They have lost all possible supporters. The Inquisition is their only remaining chance for freedom.
It seems we have little choice but to accept whatever you offer.
You're our allies? Offer the rebel mages a full alliance? Conscript the rebel mages into the service of the Inquisition? You are our prisoners. No, I am not going to do that again. It's not going to end well, because these people already rebelled against Circle, and I don't want to be another Circle for them. Let's try to do this differently this time. I do want to give them this. Just once, you know. They deserve this chance, I think.
We would be honored to have you fight as allies at the Inquisition's side.
We'll discuss this later.
I'll pray that the rest of the Inquisition honors your promise then.
The breach threatens all of Thedas. We cannot afford to be divided now. We can't fight it without you. Any chance of success requires your full support.
I'd take that offer if I were you. One way or another, you're leaving my kingdom.
Okay.
We accept. It would be madness not to. I will gather my people and ready them for the journey to Haven. The breach will be closed. You will not regret giving us this chance.
Let's talk to Alistair. No! We need to talk to Alistair. No! It's too soon for him to go. No! No, I wanted to speak to Alistair.
It's not a matter for debate. There will be abominations among the mages, and we must be prepared.
If we rescind the offer of an alliance, it makes the Inquisition appear incompetent at best, tyrannical at worst.
What were you thinking, turning mages loose with no oversight? The veil is torn open.
Then you shouldn't have let me decide, okay? You should have done that yourselves. So don't yell at me right now, okay? They deserve freedom, okay?
We're not
Whatever.
monsters. We can control ourselves without any outside help.
This is not an issue of self-control. Even the strongest mages can be overcome by demons in conditions like these. You were there, Seeker. Why didn't you intervene?
While I may not completely agree with the decision, I support it. The sole point of the Herald's mission was to gain the mage's aid, and that was accomplished.
The voice of pragmatism speaks. And here I was, just starting to enjoy the circular arguments.
Closing
leaving,
the
right?
breach is all that matters.
By the way, Cassandra, I didn't forget the... Cassandra greatly disapproves thingy at the left bottom of my screen, so... You are supporting me now, but back then, I don't know. Okay, what were we talking about? That's true, I saw what's at stake.
I got a taste of the consequences if we fail. Let's make sure we don't.
We will not fail.
We should look into the things you saw in this dark future. The assassination of Empress Celine. A demon army.
Sounds like something a Tevinter cult might do. Orlais falls, the Imperium rises. Chaos for everyone.
One battle at a time. It's going to take time to organize our troops and the mage recruits. Let's take this to the war room. Join us.
Okay.
None of this means anything without your mark, after all.
Yeah, it's all about my mark and not me, I know. There goes my nap. Alright, I'll be there.
Meet us there when you're ready.
I'll skip the War Council, but I would like to see this breach up close, if you don't mind.
Then you're staying?
Oh, didn't I mention? The South is so charming and rustic. I adore it to little pieces.
Okay. I'm glad you're staying. We'll keep an eye on you. I don't want you here. You want to stay?
I must admit I'm surprised.
We both saw what could happen. What this Elder One and his cult are trying to do. Not everything from Tevinter is terrible. Some of us have fought for eons against this sort of madness. It's my duty to stand with you. That future will not come to pass.
Okay, yes. It will be nice, I think.
There's no one I'd rather be
also.
stranded in time with, future or present.
Excellent choice. But let's not get stranded again anytime soon, yes?
I'll begin
Yes.
preparations to march on the summit. Make her willing, the mages will be enough to grant us victory.
Okay. So, I need to close the breach now. In your heart shall burn. Let's look into the war
The
table.
Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin. And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement. The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them it is a necessary one as well.
Alright. Let me just go to the war table before talking to people. I don't think I'll just jump into In Your Heart Shall Burn. Join forces with your new allies to assault the heart of the breach and close it once and for all. Like 8 to 11. Not immediately. I'm going to do it for sure, but not immediately. We found what we were looking for, an ancient vault all but buried in the thick vegetation at the heart of the island, gnawed up untouched for over 1,000 years. The effort to open the vault without setting off traps was considerable, and what we found within was interesting. According to an agent named Dryon, this was the retreat of one of the last of Andraste's disciples, a guardian who fled some manner of attack on the site of sacred ashes. He expected reinforcement by other disciples who never arrived. Whatever texts the man thought to preserve have mostly crumbled, but we recovered a number of other artifacts from the site. It is a significant find that will undoubtedly prove a great interest to Chantry scholars, even if it will take them years to sort through all the debris. It was nice, I think. Did I have anything else to recover? I didn't. I thought that I did. Okay, let me go for this one. I was waiting for... Leliana is still busy? How can she be? I spent hours not playing the game and also playing the game, and she's still... Wow. Was this just something longer than I thought it would be? I guess. An ally from Starkhaven? What the Inquisition has received a missive from Starkhaven. Most cordial greetings. My name is Sebastian Weil. sole heir of the wild princes of Starkhaven, I recently retook the throne of this great city from those who sought to gain it through unjust means. You did now? As a most devoted adherent of the Chantry, I feel the loss of Most Holy Justinia V keenly. I too hoped for a resolution to the terrible conflict that claimed the lives of hundreds in Kirkwall and now threatens to claim all of Tedas. I extend Starkhaven's hand in friendship to the Inquisition. Together, let us right the wrong visited upon our world. Prince Sebastian, I will send emissaries, though the free marches cities have always been independent, earning the support of the most prosperous ones, maybe at our intention.
Let us
okay,
begin.
You can do that. You can do that, definitely. Improved stability. Inquisition efforts to close the Fate Rifts has increased stability in various regions across Tedas. However, demons sometimes remain, having wandered from the site of the original rifts. The Inquisition has received numerous requests for aid in dealing with this problem. Leliana will not participate. Local nobility should take an interest in securing their lands. We can appeal to them. Our soldiers can sweep those areas formerly containing the Fate Rifts and eliminate any demons. I think yes, you can do this. Alright then. I don't know. Okay. That's it for now then. Let's talk to Josephine.
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who is she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's mages. According to Lady Corbin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
How?
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We're becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power, instead of comforting the masses.
Because they were controlling the lyrium trade, I think, on the surface, and now that we are trying to do that too. But yes, it's needed more than ever.
The Chantry should be a place of hope, not another group
No, I didn't mean that.
for answers.
But
That
that's also
must
true.
be its strength again. The Chants did much to bridge nations. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevarra, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andras's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
I know. But you make it sound
So
easy,
if
yes.
everyone listens to the chant, things will be smooth as silk.
I did say commonality is merely a beginning, but it's an important one. We must learn to think beyond our own wants to secure peace in Thedas.
You sound too good to be true. I think that seems like an
Planning
ambitious
to steer
notion.
the history of the world, Ambassador Montillier.
I believe the Inquisition is already charting that course. Which brings me to a question, if you have a moment. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
I definitely do not claim to be holy. Andraste choose me, sure. I don't know. That's private. How will you?
Will my answer change your reply to the Chantry?
If Leliana, Cassandra, Cullen, and I could agree on our official stance, I could answer that. We should decide soon. The revered mothers don't seem to know what to make of you.
I don't claim to be holy, okay?
I'd tell the Chantry I was saved by circumstance, not divine intervention.
Yet as rumors your Andraste's herald grow, the Grand Clerics may not believe such a humble reply. A difficult situation, okay? And I thank you for your answer. A good day to you.
They believe or not, I don't really care. Let me turn in research. And will you talk to me again? Anything to report? What do the
people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more.
How about our allies?
Any
I think
thoughts
mages.
On the people here?
Who did you mean?
Mages, yes. Oh, I meant the other mages, you know. But let's ask about Dorian.
You must have an opinion of Dorian.
Who hasn't? The man could cause a scene standing quietly in the center of an empty room. Still, I do believe he has your best interest at heart, for all that he delights in mocking them from time to time.
Okay,
let's speak later.
Farewell.
Farewell. And...
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents.
Sure.
If Fiona and her malcontents
are
joining us as allies, we need to be prepared. Abominations are inevitable. Cullen doesn't have enough Templars to handle incidents. Some of the rank and file need to be trained.
I think she will be so happy if I just slaughter all of the mages in the courtyard, that she would be approving greatly times over and over. Absolutely not. I think we can have some kind of control over them. But let me just state that Cullen doesn't have enough Templars to handle incidents. Some of the rank and file need to be trained.
We can handle the mages, there's no need for Templars.
Have any of these men faced an abomination before, my dear? Have you? The veil is broken, and the raw power of the Fade rushes out like floodwaters through a shattered levee. You know as well as I do that mages attract demons where the veil is thin. And if demons can walk our world with no blood magic to summon them, how safe do you think our allies are? There has never been a greater threat to mages than the breach. Until it is closed, no one is safe.
That's true, I know, but don't be so untrustful against them. You are a mage too. Do you pose a risk?
If you're seeing demons everywhere, do you believe you're a risk? Do you believe I am?
We are a risk, darling. Better to know it and use caution. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
Yes, I think that's just Chantry retort.
You're just spouting Chantry propaganda, Vivian.
My dear, what a world you must live in. Do you know how young mages are found? A little girl has a nightmare, and in her sleep, she burns her house down. A teenage boy has a fit, and lightning rips his mother to pieces. You know how these stories go. Perhaps you lived one. People don't learn the fear of magic at Chantry services, my dear. They learn it from us. Tell me something. As you will no doubt have a hand in shaping it, what future do you see for mages?
They will be taught properly for sure, but not in circles.
Mages should be treated like anybody else.
How free did you feel living on the run, never straying too close to villages or staying in one place too long? Paint the cage any color you like. It is still a cage. It's something to consider, my dear.
Yeah, you just disapproved so much that I'm afraid to talk to you again. And I wish I had the option to tell her that I want them to be trained, but not under circles. Why oppose mage
How can you
freedom?
possibly oppose freedom for your own people?
Perhaps the Dalish are too isolated to grasp the realities of this world. All mages live lives of limited possibilities. We are denied fairness due to an accident of birth. But no one said that life was fair. The world is not made up of mages and Templars or circles and chantries. There is no us and no them. There are only people. People who must share a world which is not portioned equally among all. My own people want a larger share of the world, uncaring that they have already been granted great power.
But yes, they didn't ask for that power. I don't know how to talk to you, really, Vivian. And the options does not really give me the chance to say what I really want to say. I am not saying we should just let them go free and do whatever they want, do not get any education or anything. No, that's not what I'm saying, but...
That's not their fault. They can't help what they are.
Wolves cannot live peacefully among sheep, no matter how much they regret being wolves. The wolves howl and claw at the fences that hold them back. Take pity and you let them loose among the lambs. And what do the sheep do? Panic, and the scent of their fear drives the wolves to attack.
So teach them not to fear? That's... no. That's kind of a stretch. They deserve what happens. I think both mages and other people should be taught about magic, actually. If they just know that if a mage is a good person, that mage is not going to hurt them like any other person, they will be more sympathetic towards them, right?
It'll take time, but people can learn not to fear magic.
One cannot unlearn a primal fear. Like fire or heights, it is not about prejudice. It is
you're
about
impossible.
survival. I care for the witch hunts that will come. I care for the angry mobs who string up mages on gibbets for the vultures. I care that my stupid brethren will kill and be killed by frightened people defending their families from monsters. I will stand in opposition to that, whatever you may do.
Okay, it's fine. Later, whatever. I'm leaving.
Come back alive.
Liliana, do you have something
Your
for
open
me?
support for the mages likely earned you enemies. Our agents will monitor the situation. If the most opposed can be identified, we may still turn this to our advantage. You're not planning assassinations, are you? I was planning to unleash Josephine on them. She kills with kindness. Regardless, I applaud you for the courage to stand up for the mages.
You know, I watched you die for me.
You sacrificed yourself so that I could return here. Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
But it was still noble of you.
It was still a sacrifice.
It's not easy
still noble
thing to do.
And I would do it again. Anything
And
I should
any
know?
updates?
Altegan has returned to Redcliffe Castle and resumed his duties as Lord. The people are returning, slowly but surely. Unfortunately, our show of support for the mages has angered many. I'll leave you to your work.
Even Alistair was a little bit angry about them, but once I took them out of his lands, I think he is okay now.
The Mage Rebellion joins the Inquisition. I've got to admit that's a twist I didn't see coming. One thing you saw in the future worries me. I mean, it was all bad. But red lyrium in Ferelden, infecting people and growing out of them, that's bad. Finding more of it really punches a hole in my red lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
It wasn't, I think.
How long does it take for red lyrium to grow? How fast can it spread?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually ingesting the stuff. This Elder One managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
We need to eliminate it, yes.
We can't leave a single piece of that lyrium out in the wild.
I'm with you on that. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But
okay, sure.
That's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
I don't know. Have a party? I don't know. Maybe I can just catch my breath a little bit.
I was planning to put my feet up, maybe grab a nap. You?
Whatever I do, it'll be as far from Cassandra as I can get. Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
Alright, Varric, alright. Guys, I am out of time again, so I'm going to finish the episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again. Bye bye.